Hey everybody, you join me on a wet day. I'm on the Zero SRF that I have on loan from the English Electric Motorcycle Company to do some videos and a review on. Today I'm on a bit of a mission. Basically the cable that I got delivered with this bike might have an issue because it's not charging this bike at my house. So I'm going to a quick charge station to top the bike up, and I've got a new cable arriving tomorrow so I can continue making my videos over the next few days. And obviously if the quick charge option works, it's a backup if for some reason the cable doesn't get here in time. As you can see though, we have had monsoonical summer rain, and this is just a gap in it. I suspect in the hour that I'm charging this bike, I will get absolutely soaked. I've got my rain suit on, and yes, this is the same rain suit, the one and only rain suit I've ever owned. It leaks. It's been a joke on this channel for years, and I've never got around to replacing it. You know, when I became self-employed, I didn't really need to, because I only tend to film when it's nice weather, because you get better videos. No one wants to see grey wetness like this and, you know, rain all over the lens. But I suppose I'm not electric in the wet. It's interesting to see what it's like. I've got it in rain mode for obvious reasons. I'm amazed this is not more flooded. The sounds you hear from the tyres and the wet is really weird, because obviously you can't hear any of that because it's covered by the engine sound. But on this you hear everything. Like going over gravel, you hear every single little... It is a windy one. It's annoying though, we've had all the weather and all the, the displeasant things about this sort of weather, but none of the lightning or the thunder for a bit of fun. Now, if they've got a 22 kilowatt charger here, this should be able to charge this bike from 0 to 100% in about an hour. Now, obviously I'm only at about 50-something%. And you might be thinking, well, why are you getting it charged now? To find out if it will. With enough power left over to be able to get back home, or at least go to another charging station and try a couple before I am completely stymied. Don't pull out to me, thank you. When I was riding this around the island, it's quite funny the reactions you get from some people. I might as well have been an alien on a motorcycle. It was like I think probably because we're not a big city, we're not a big town, it's a little island, quite quaint. And people just aren't used to seeing electric motorcycles, so whenever they do see one, they just are like, oh my god, what's that? And they're just looking at it constantly. And it gets a little bit annoying after a while, because every single old man with a mild interest in motorcycles who sees it wants to come and have a chat about it. And I love chatting to people about bikes, I really do. But when you have one talks to you for 10 minutes, and then the next second another one talks to you for 10 minutes, and you're about to leave and someone else comes up, it's just like, no, please stop. Right, apparently it's here. This doesn't look right though. It doesn't appear that this charging point exists. I've looked, it's not there. I both love and hate top boxes. I hate the way they look, but I love the functionality. I also hate this stuff, this ninja kicking over bikes for them. Right, I'm just guessing this charge station just does not exist. There's supposed to be another one 5 miles from here, so let's go to that one. Yep. I'm doing what Google Maps is telling me, but it doesn't entirely make sense. I think Google's been smoking crack. What are you on about, Google? We are looking for Cow Lane. I do hope the cows are my friends. Well, I mean, if we're going to charge it, this is the place. Okay, maybe this does make some sense. It's not the same. I don't think my destination is here. Like, there's a booth here. Is this like an electric vehicle booth? No, it's just a cupboard. Right, this is the last one I can try, because if I don't get it on this one, I'll have to head home for the battery. My phone's a bit behind, it's giving me directions. Turn left, then turn left, okay. Okay, we have recycling bins. We have parking spaces. Is there electric vehicle charging around here?
Yes, mate, just right there.
Oh, right.
See the pump point?
Thank you, mate. 7 kilowatt. Up to 7 kilowatts, that's no good. After 7 kilowatts. This is a 7 kilowatt charger. We are in a pickle now because, okay, I'm 4 miles from where there's supposed to be a 22 kilowatt charger. I didn't see this one said 7. I'm going to go to that one, and if it's not on that one, then I have to go home, and I have no choice. Yep, regen, get it back in there. That's the only charging we got going on at the moment. Okay, well, when we know what's going on, I'll catch up with you again. Okay, so we're in Portsmouth. This is the last possible one I can try because I have 29 miles remaining, which is 28% of the battery. If this place can't give me a fast charge, I'm going to have to creep back. There's a Tesla. I've seen loads of Teslas. That's the thing, though. They have Tesla chargers. Can't use Tesla chargers on this.
Your destination is on the right.
Oh, is it now? My destination's on the right. So somewhere here, there should be a charger. There it is! Right, what have you got? That type 2? Right, it's not that one. It's after 30 minutes faffing with a smartphone in the rain, trying to set up an account with these people to plug this thing in that's supposed to be charging it at 22 kilowatts, it appears to say it's doing it at 6.8. The GoPro battery died, so sit rep. We did eventually find a charger. For some reason it didn't do the full power, but it did charge the battery from like the 30% or whatever I was on to 100 in about an hour or so. So, yay. As I say, the GoPro's died and the rain is pouring. But I do have the 360. Sorry, the visuals are going to be a bit crap because I've got water all over the lenses and a 360 camera, it ruins it. But it's all I've got at the moment. The way that works is you basically download an app, make an account, you have to pay £10 up front, so it's like a top up, it's a minimum top up. Then when you plug the bike, well, you then have to tell the app where you are and that you want to plug it into the charger and what type you want to use. You say start charging, plug it in and it starts charging your bike for you. And then when it's done, or you want to stop, you press stop and you can unplug it all. It charges you £1 for the connection fee each time to connect it to the bike physically, and then it charges you, I think it's 30p a kilowatt. It's actually very cheap. And to be fair, now I've got the app set up with the most popular company around here, all I have to do to find a charging place is just go to the app, go nearest spot, go there. You just tell it where you are, so you start charging. It's easy peasy. And, you know, an hour's time to recharge it, yeah, you have to account for that. But it's an electric vehicle, early days, it is what it is. I'd rather just charge it at home, you know, overnight, but for some reason we're having some issues on that. Hopefully we can get around those. But the worst case scenario is I have to come up here to charge it. But what it does mean is I'm leaving Portsmouth at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Dumb. Cyclist. There you go. Of course, now what I have to do is get back to my place without using too much of the battery, so when it's sunny I actually have the batteries used when in its full power. And hopefully by then, well, I will by then have a charging cable and be able to sort it out myself. The things I do for you lot, to review bloody bikes. Hope you appreciate it. Hit that like button. And my feet are going squidgy. My balls are wet. They've been wet for a while. Oh my god, this is really nasty. All I can say is thank God for the top box, because I'm going to have to put my wallet, my phone and all that sort of stuff in there to protect it from this, because this is all definitely getting through. Got to keep your wits about you, especially on days like today, especially when you're on an electric and no one knows you're there. Oh God, there is not a lot I can do to help them. There is many other people there. Normally I am the one that goes and helps people. Not today. I am Jesus. I'm so soaked. You're going to have to sort that one out yourselves. The way that people talk about like being caught in rain like this and getting soaking wet, blah blah blah, sometimes like, oh, I wouldn't ride in the rain, oh, it's too horrible, blah. Just get over it. Like, it happens. If you're going to choose to be on a vehicle that you sit on the outside of it, you're going to get soggy occasionally. Alright, fair enough. If you don't want it, you don't have to. There's no I mean, I get why people are fair weather riders. When you never get to develop your skills in the winter, you never get to develop your skills in the wet. And if you ever do caught out in the wet, then you're more likely to be one of those people that just goes down stupidly in a corner because you slam your front brakes on or something. But I understand it. I'm getting older. Oh, there's a lot of diesel. There's a lot of diesel. Christ. Best thing to do though, not react. Just carry on. Oh, what is going on here? How? What is it with trailers ripping off today? I do hope it's warmer tomorrow, because when I go for a ride my leathers are going to be absolutely soaked and they're going to need to dry out, so I'd like some like 25-degree heat please, not humidity. Oh, the smell of gravy makes me want to puke. It reminds me of being a chef. It reminds me of Sunday morning. 8 o'clock Sunday morning, cooking up the roasts. Everyone's screaming, kids screaming, people screaming, all wanting roast meat. Give me the flesh of a bird with some grease and some flavourings. Give me the root of a plant that's been cooked to death in oil. And I'm afraid for Mr. BMW man, can you please move over? The reality of motorcycles comes in. We will always win. It is this sort of situation where you do like having a nice loud 600cc inline 4 with a big loud exhaust, because people know you're here. And I know a lot of you can get into the whole argument of do loud pipes save lives. I'm not gonna get the whole debate, but I'll tell you this: when you are filtering, more people know you are there when they can hear you than people who... You just nearly went into that traffic island. Are you on your phone? You wouldn't be on your phone in this weather. That would be silly, wouldn't it? I think it might actually be... Yes, it's flooded now. Well, it's not that bad. Ah, my feet! Ah! Feet up. Okay, well that's good. I am going to make it home and I will have used about 10% of the battery, which leaves me with 90% over 110 miles at the current range. And it works out from how you've been riding. So from how I've been riding at this range, I'd get about 110 mile out of the batteries. But the way I want to ride it, I'm definitely not going to get 110 miles, but I definitely can't ride it the way I want to ride it in this weather. So I'm going to go and shove it in the garage and let it dry off. I'm going to dry off and hope that tomorrow is nicer. I know this is going to make electric bikes look like an utter nightmare, but once you've got the system set up, once you know where your charging points are and who you're doing it through, it's actually a very simple system. The only thing you've got to work out is what you're going to do for an hour and 10 minutes while it's charging. The Morrisons that I went to didn't have much in the way of entertainment. I will say that a Tesco's meal deal is far superior to a Morrison's meal deal. Ah! And I couldn't exactly go and stand in Dreams. As I say, this bike can do about 100 miles to a charge. Most people, not all, most people's weekend ride and stuff like that, for a bit of fun, is going to be less than 100 miles, so you can charge it from home. However, it is a very expensive bike to use as a weekend one, where you can ride it every day, but you only get one ride a day, as it were, because of the time it will take to recharge it, unless you have the quick charger, in which case it will, you know what I'm saying. Right, well, I hope you've enjoyed this one. I can't say I fully did. I mean, it's been fun. It's been an experience. It's been something to tick off, the list of things to do. Try and find a charging point for an electric bike in the peeing rain while trying to set up the app in the peeing rain with a touchscreen that isn't working and it keeps trying to do other things you don't want it to do. I've experienced this now. I know this now. I can talk about this now. I've experienced this. I've done this. You don't want this. If you enjoyed the video, smash that like button. Subscribe if you're new here. I'm on my way to 100k and I'd appreciate the help. And if you'd like to help support this channel, please consider doing that through Patreon for as little as $1 a month. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye.